Hi YouTube, it's Sunny. I got tagged into an allotment challenge by E from the Empty Nester channel. Thanks, E. So it's 10 questions you have to ask. The first question is, how long have I had a plot? I don't have a plot, I have a garden, and I've had my garden for 5 years. Number 2, how long did you have to wait for an allotment? That does not apply. Number 3, where did you learn about gardening? I learned about gardening as a child. My great-grandmother raised me, and she loved gardening. She had a little garden, neighborhood garden, and she grew all kinds of vegetables. And as a kid, we would go meet her at the little garden spot, and I was always around it. So, and then in the house, she had plants everywhere, on the porch, inside the house, even in the bathroom. It was like plants and vegetables everywhere. So I was exposed to it all my life, pretty much. And also, she would send us down south in the summertime to our cousin's house, and they had a farm, big garden thing. So, yep. So I was around it all my life. 4, do I plant a winter garden? No, I normally don't. I normally stop in the fall. But I just got hooked up with, I think her name is Cheryl. Cheryl's channel. She does something about sowing and planting in the winter. I'll include the link in the description box below because I can't remember exactly what the name of it is. What has been my biggest success this year or ever? And I would say always string beans and always greens. And this year, potatoes. I love potatoes, and I did red potatoes, russet potatoes, and Yukon Golds. And I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. So that is my success for this year. What has been my biggest garden disaster? And of course, it's them stinking squirrels. So, one year I had corn growing, and it was about 4 feet tall, looking good. And I came outside, and all my corn was destroyed. And I think I might have had a couple of cobs on there growing. They ate everything. They ate the cobs. They tore down the whole corn thing. I was so mad. But yeah, so that's my disaster. That's always my disaster. Every year, them stinking squirrels. I'm going to get a BB gun. Number 7. Do I have a tried and true crop variety that I always grow? I'm going to say green beans. The first year I grew green beans, I saved my seeds, and I used those seeds year after year after year, because every year I saved my green beans. And okra, one year I grew okra, and I saved my okra seeds, and I used them over and over again. And the other thing is the purple beans that my neighbor gave me. I also saved seeds for those. So that's all from the very beginning, like 3-4 years ago, and I still have the seeds, and I save them every year. So that's, yeah, green beans, okra, and purple beans. Are you planning on trying anything new next year? Yes, I was in a seed giveaway with Ray on the Practice channel on Facebook, and I have some new seeds that I never grew before, never even heard of before. One of them is, I'm probably going to screw this all up, but I think it's called a Kakuza squash. It's one of those long green squash. Well, I have seeds for that, and I'm going to try that in the spring. And some other green vegetables that I never heard of. I'm going to try. And yeah, so I'll do a video about it. How do I preserve my crops? Normally I would blanch and freeze, but I just bought a dehydrator, and I've been dehydrating everything, and I love it because it saves a lot of space. So I don't have to have a lot of space. It's like when you dehydrate thing, everything is compact. It's awesome. I love it. And it tastes good. What is your favorite meal to cook with my vegetables from my garden? Of course, collard greens, love it. Kale chips, love them. And potatoes and chicken. And I can eat potatoes any kind of way. French fries, home fries, baked potatoes, stewed potatoes. I just love potatoes. So potatoes, and potatoes, every kind of way. Chicken, I eat it with chicken, fried chicken. And that's it. That was number 10. So that's it for the garden challenge. I'm going to tag Nery from nery:1 and Lovers for Healthy Life and Tera P Peace Love 001, and I'll include that description in the description box. So happy gardening, guys, and you get to see me because normally I don't show my face. So happy gardening.